Today on In the Woodyard, it's springtime in Wisconsin. It's a blistering 2 degrees. Yes, 2 degrees, and it's supposed to be spring. Nice. We've got someone coming from Minnesota today. His name is Corey. He'll be here in a little bit. We're going to load up some wood. We're going to go deliver some wood. We're going to cut some wood. We're going to split some wood. You're going to see it all today, folks. Here we go. So Corey should be here in a little bit, but before he gets here, I'm going to start loading up firewood because we got a customer that wants wood delivered this morning right away. So it's for a face cord of mixed hardwood. So I backed up to this pile where there's mixed hardwood. I'm going to throw a bunch in. I got a bunch of leftover pieces here that are kind of stragglers in the pile. So I'm going to dig through it and pull out the stuff that's decent here, it looks like. And we're going to go deliver this. And then when he gets here, we're going to be doing a bunch of work today in the woodyard, even though it's 2 degrees. And it's supposed to warm up to the teens, I guess. But that's what it is. We're just going to keep working. The cold weather at least helps sell wood. When it's cold, people call. Now today is a Saturday, and on Saturdays I usually get a few phone calls for people that want wood. They go to make a fire and they realize they don't have much wood, and that's when I get a lot of calls. So I expect to get a call today or two, and then maybe I'll deliver it today or tomorrow. But when Corey gets here, we're going to go deliver this, and after that we're going to come back and we're going to do some cutting of some wood because Corey is bringing his chainsaw. He has the Echo 7310, I think is what it is. And it's kind of their pro model, their 73 or 72 cc saw, which is pretty cool. So we're going to get to use that. We're going to run his saw and my saw, my 572s, and kind of compare them. So that'll be kind of cool. I've never run an Echo of that size before. I've run some of the smaller ones. So I'm kind of interested to see in what it's like and how it works, and I'm sure it's going to be nice. So that'll be kind of neat. And then maybe we're going to do some splitting of wood too. So all kinds of fun stuff. I'm going to speed this up now so you don't have to listen to me babble. I'm just going to chuck the wood in real quick here like. So here he is, just like a blister. He shows up. The guy from Minnesota, Corey, came. The work is done and he shows up. I'm going to call you Blister the rest of the day, I think.
That's okay.
He's used to it, he said. So here he is. He came from Minnesota. He brought the cold weather. It's 2 degrees this morning, and wind chill is like 15 or 20 below, some ridiculous amount.
Feels good.
And Corey's going to ride along with me. We're going to go dump this off. We're going to go deliver this load, and we're going to come back, and he brought a chainsaw that we're going to play with, so that'll be kind of fun.
Yeah, it will be. We're going to make some carnage.
Make carnage. That's all we want is carnage. So down the road we go. So there, we're back from the delivery. We did that in record time. That was pretty fast.
4 minutes 31.
Something like that. It's off, and the money's in my pocket where it belongs. That's all that matters. And that was my only delivery I had scheduled for today. I may get another call, but we've got a lot of other stuff to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about, why you came. What's the deal here? Why did you drive all the way from Minnesota just to come fondle the wood?
Yeah, well, I'm a real big fan of the channel, and I just love making firewood, and I wanted to come over here and
cool.
Show you how to run an Echo chainsaw.
Well, that's good. We're going to do that later, or tomorrow's video probably.
Yep.
We'll see. So you've been cutting wood for yourself for how long?
I'd say probably 5 years once we moved into the house that we're currently living in, and that's because we have a stove downstairs and a fireplace upstairs.
And how much wood do you go through a year?
Well, personally, we burn 3.5 cords, and I probably sell another 4 to 5 cords, I'm guessing.
And you said that's about all you want to do, because you don't want it to turn into something you hate.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want it to turn into genuine work, and I just cater to the local community just on the just on my town's Facebook group there and deliver just to fellow residents and give them free stacking.
Nice.
And sell it by the face cord and sell out every year.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
And when do you sell out? Usually sell it like within a month's time it's gone?
Yeah, probably. I won't put a ad out there until I'm ready to go, and then I just pull my ad once it's all over, and people get the hint.
So the wood you're getting tree service wood, right?
Yep, that's right. I partnered up with a tree service that's local to my area and answered his Craigslist ad that he's got too much wood and he would like to do people a favor and receive a favor by dropping it off at their house. So he just backs up his big old dump trailer and drops it off, and he knows that I'm kind of becoming a snob slowly but surely, and I just want the oaks and a little bit of maple and tons of ash in the county that I live in, and I turned down the cottonwood and the box elder.
Yeah. Do you take any pine at all, or don't take up much pine?
Yeah, every once in a while a rogue stick will come in there, but that's fine because I got a large fire pit in the back of the house there, so I just keep all that stuff for me and the neighbor, and there we go.
Nice. So you said you don't want to get a lot bigger. How big do you think you could get if you wanted? Do you think you could keep growing it?
Yeah, I could probably keep on going as big as I felt like going, but I'm happy with the equipment that I have to run it with. We just use my family SUV to pull around the trailer that I'm borrowing from my brother. It's
That's how I started too. Yeah.
4.5 foot by 10 foot with 2 foot boards, and it's heavy duty with the axle and all the supports everywhere, so I can haul a little bit over a cord if I mount it up real good, but I'm pretty limited right there. So
yeah, that's good. That's kind of how I recommend a lot of guys start, is to start small. Don't go out and buy a $10,000 dump trailer. Don't go buy a $40,000 truck. Don't go and buy a $10,000 splitter and the biggest chainsaws. Start small and just gradually grow, and as you make money, spend the money, reinvest it. Because otherwise you're just making money for the banker.
That's it.
Because most people have to borrow money to get that big, that fast. You can do it, but it's also riskier. I've talked to 2 guys that I know that started firewood businesses and then went whole hog right away. They both told me it was the stupidest thing they ever did.
Yeah.
One guy the first thing he bought was a processor. He didn't have any customers. He didn't have a truck. He bought a processor because he figured you got to have a processor. And he said that was like $30,000.
Yeah, that'll take a while to get your money back on that one.
He never got it back. He sold it within 2 years.
Oh no. Yeah,
because he realized it. He didn't have any customers, and by the time he got customers, he was behind on payments. And
yep. And that's the thing too, is I don't have any payments for the whole thing. I've got the borrowed trailer from my brother, which I'm very thankful for, and used up my little weenie saw that I had, just the Husqvarna 50cc with the 18, and so that just wasn't cutting it anymore, literally. So now I got the big pro saw from Echo and everything, and happy with the way everything's going so far.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
taking a lot of good advice from you, and kind of your delivery menu that you have on your ad. I've taken that into account too, and I've done a couple further out deliveries and stuff. And
so you're charging once you get out of ways?
Yeah, after 15 miles, I start charging $1 a mile.
Right. Yeah. So is it the first 15 is free then?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
See, I thought about doing that, but what I did was I just went within 10 miles. It's free. Anything after that, it was $20. Now I went to $25 because fuel going up. Because I go a lot of times to Green Bay, which is 25, 30 miles away. I go to Oshkosh a lot, which is 17, 18 miles. To the south side is 25. I go down to Fond du Lac, which is that's like 45 miles. I go all over the area, and that time on the road is you got to pay for your time.
It's worth something,
and gas is getting ridiculous.
Right.
So and the people that I've told so far that the prices are going up, they're like, yeah, I understand. Like no one has said anything.
Cool.
They're like, yep, like everything else.
They want the wood.
They want the wood. And that's the thing, too, that I always talk about on the channel. You probably heard me say a lot of times. I am not selling to people that are trying to save money.
Right.
The people I'm selling to are burning money.
Right, exactly right.
They want something to have a reason to sit and drink beer.
Yep, and they want it now because they want that instant gratification. They already got the beers cold.
Right, they want it for tonight's party or tomorrow's party, this weekend. Most people aren't wanting wood for next burning season. I have some, but not too many. So, and that's kind of people that, to me, from what I found, are willing to spend more money for a quality product.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I think some of my more specialty woods, I'm actually going to go up on my hickory, because that only pretty much goes to guys that are smoking.
Right.
And
Yep.
in their smokers, they want that hickory. And one guy I delivered to in Green Bay, he says, I looked for a year trying to find hickory. I couldn't find any. I found you. And so I had to delivery fee to him and everything. And he says, I don't care what it costs. I got to have it. He says, you could double your price. I'll still buy it. I said, don't say that. I said, I just might have to do
right,
that.
Right. And that's kind of what I found too, is that everybody in my city, county that I deliver to, they've always got empty wood racks and they want it right now.
Yep.
And I've heard you say in the past too that they're taking wood out of the stack and they're going put it right in the fire pit.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they want it now because they've been thinking about it for a couple of days.
Right. Well, and I think the other thing, like you said, they've got the racks. To them, they fill that rack. That means they've got their wood.
Yep.
They don't even think about storing some outside or getting a second rack. Most of the people I sell to, a rack full, I mean, that's all the wood we're ever going to need.
Yep.
And they don't want to store anymore because they don't want to take up garage space or space outside. They
Yeah,
just don't
they just want the one aisle right next to and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And
I get a few people that have 2 rows, but not too many. It's pretty much that rack full. That's what they want.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
And I'd say 90% of my orders are single phase cords.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then I won't talk to them for an entire season.
So I used to have a lot of those, but now I'm getting more and more people. Since COVID happened, I'm getting a lot of people that are burning more fires in their home and outside, like the outside fire pit stuff.
Yep.
And people that were buying one face cord from me, in particular, I got 3 or 4 guys I can think of. I've delivered at least 3 times to them this year.
Yep.
And they said because they're not going out as much, or they weren't for the last year. And the other people that we had would buy a face cord or 2 a year have gone through 3 and 4 because they're working from home.
Yep, absolutely.
And they're sitting by the fire working, which is awesome.
Yep. And now that you got them hooked with the good product and everything, they know where you're at and they know that you're always snap on the delivery right away.
Right, and that's the thing that I talk about. You probably are the same way. And I think a lot of people don't get it, is that it's not that we're in a product business. It really is a commodity type item. I mean, it's toilet paper. It's something everybody's going to use.
Yep.
The thing is how well you can service them, which means how fast can they get it? Will you stack it? Will you back into my garage? Will you drive around to the backyard? And all those things that people want, and then hold their hand every step of the way. But get
Absolutely.
it to them as fast as you can.
Yep. I've gotten plenty of tips before too. Somebody will call me because I got business cards and I hand them out to people. And then this year I'm not even going to advertise. It's just going to be for repeat business cards coming back. And I'll bring my wheelbarrow with and I'll bring it around to the deck and everything under and stack it for them. And, they'll give me a 20 out of it. And sometimes I'll bring one of my daughters with and they'll give her just the $10 just for helping out Dad.
How old is she?
Well, one of them's 12 and the other one's 7.
Yeah, take the young one. The younger, the more money you're going to get.
Yep. They both like helping out with the deliveries.
That's
and they
awesome.
both like. Sometimes I give them $5 out of the payment, or go to the gas station or something, and they got their little gloves on that they put on and stuff.
Yeah, and if you want them to be more involved in it, start paying them. Just start paying them. That's what you got to do. I know there's a guy I know that has a little firewood stand, and he's got his son that. It's his stand, even though the dad does all the cutting and most of the splitting.
Oh,
but
sure.
the kid is responsible for helping him when he can, and then his son is responsible for filling the stand and getting the money. So
that's great.
You get that little entrepreneur, greedy capitalist pig thing going there.
Exactly. Once he gets the taste for it, he won't be able to stop.
Yeah, be just like the rest of us. More. I want more.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming today, and in tomorrow's video, you're going to see his chainsaw. And you bought what kind of a saw?
The Echo 7310.
And I'm very excited to run that. Are you going to let me touch it?
Yes, it will.
Okay, well, we'll trade saws and we're going to talk about this. So that's going to be on tomorrow's video. So you need to come back tomorrow, people. You know what to do. You need to poke some buttons, hit the like, subscribe, share. Between now and tomorrow, get inside, get cutting.
Good night, Irene.